Hey cuties, what's up? We are back with some more reactions after dark, and we are of course going to be watching Toxic Husband Divorced by Famous Wife on TV, then begs for her back on TikTok live, obviously by Stephanie Sue. So oof, the sixth part slash third part of this specific arc in the divorce show it's finally been uploaded. Stephanie kind of screwed me over uploading this 3 hours ago because she just uploaded this 3 hours ago. Might even be 4 hours now. It still says 3 hours. Only has 46,000 views so far. It kind of screwed me over. Today was day off from doing rad stuff, and then I saw this video and was like, I can't not do it today. So here we are with some more Chinaverse stuff. Though I am going to shout out Sienna. I still don't know if they have a YouTube channel or if they are a viewer. I'm assuming they're a viewer to even know. But as you can see, we have 2% funded for the new PC because Sienna has graciously contributed to the brand new PC fund. So thank you, Sienna, for doing it. Again, I don't know who you are since I don't know whose like YouTube channel that correlates to, who watches, but again, let me know if it was you. Yep, shout out to Sienna for being the first contributor to the new PC fund. Thank you. Yeah, don't really have anything else to say, right? We're just waiting on. Well, I have a complaint about the thumbnail of this video and the title, though. No hater segment today. There haven't been any haters around. No radical break, even though I probably should get around to doing it at some point, but I don't know when I'm gonna get to doing radical breaks again. Though my issues with the title are like, you've already let the cat out of the bag. Like, now we know they got divorced. It's like, how could you do this, Stephanie? Spoilers. Like, hello, spoiler alert. And again, the thumbnail and the title. It's like, did you really need to spoil it for us? Because now we already know what's going to happen. So it's just waiting to see if they get back together. I wish she hadn't like done that, but I guess maybe she didn't know what to title it, so she just went ahead and just spoiled the ending of the show, I'm guessing. Not necessarily the show, but just like spoiled what the outcome of the show was going to be. So it's like, oof. Like, we already know they're going to get divorced. Ouch. Though, are they going to get back together? So now that's all we have to look forward to. Like, are they going to get back together, or is she going to reject him? Or is he still begging to get back with her, and she's still saying no? Because who knows how long ago this was? I don't know when this was taken. Was this 2024? Like, not Stephanie's videos, obviously she just uploaded this, but this show, was this the 2024 version? Question mark, because I don't know. Though, speaking of husband-wife relationships, I wanted to talk about this video. I've seen it a lot. Everyone's probably also seen it. We're just going to like show it for a split second. Because I had saw it again the other day and I was like, wow. I've never felt too jealous or anything of anyone before. Like, all these couple pictures and videos and whatever trying to make you jealous online. I'm like, it's never really worked. But the other day I was like, wow. I am kind of jealous of this guy. Question mark. And you've probably seen it because it's a funny video. It's a funny video. You've probably seen it. If you haven't seen it, well, then this is your first time. But it's this one. And you're going to be like, wait. If you already know what this one is, it's the one where he's doing the news report and his children come in and the wife just manically comes in and grabs the kids. And I just thought it was like, the way she acts in this moment is so, for lack of a better word, cute, that I'm like, wow, I'm so jealous of this man. Which, I don't know how much we'll let it play out, but see, he's having an interview, child just walks in on the news, because obviously we're like live on the news.
region. I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
And then, like, you can see the other baby coming in on the walker thing in here as well. And I think you can hear the wife laughing in the background at that point, right? Like, let's go back.
The North may change?
I would be surprised if they do.
That sound in the background. And I see she just comes sliding in with just absolute, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know, just like absolute panic. Just literally slid into the room. Let's watch it again. Watch her just slide across the floor here.
Pardon me.
Yeah, and then she grabs the kids and she's just like dragging them out and crouching. I think the kids start crying though because they're being drug out.
Scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies?
Oh, it's just replaying. Oh, it missed like the last part. The last part's also funny. Let me see if I can find a video that has the last part too, because it's just repeating now. Okay, here's the rest of it, I think. Yeah. Then it's like she's just like slowly dragging them out of the room. Just dragging them out. And then the last part. And then she comes in and again, her just on the ground, just trying to have such a small profile. Literally just on the ground, crawling to the door to close it. It's just chef's kiss. Again, oof, so jealous. I mean, it's just, I think it's just such a cute moment on her, like on her behalf, question mark. I mean, she's cute. Her actions, the way she's moving around is cute. I was like, so jealous. Let's just see her just slide into frame again one last time. Hopefully it'll get copyrighted for this. Oop. You know, like the momentum she kept, it's just, it's so silly. Anyways, back to this Stephanie video, which again, I'm disappointed that she spoiled the ending of the relationship.
And
there are just some things that,
of course, new room, which I did seen like scrolling through the video here, so I did kind of see that there's gonna be a new room, but yeah, new room. Crazy amount of stripes on this couch. Again, I guess this is a set wherever this is in the basement or something. Got a bunny. We have bunny representation for some reason.
that I feel I don't need to see in someone else's relationship. That is the only way that I can summarize this Chinese celebrity divorce show. There are 3 couples. Every season, they bring in 3 celebrity couples. This season has got to be the most show of a season that I have ever witnessed in my entire life. The minute that you think that perhaps humanity is worth saving, these couples remind you, no, it's not. We all deserve to die.
But like, there's a crazier one happening right now.
I know. I heard about it. Your sister was telling me about it, and I was like, hold on, I'm still recovering from Mai and Yangzi. Like, these people are showing up in my dreams. It's getting bad.
But you're gonna give this a break.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a break for like 2 seconds before you guys are like, I need more divorce stories. Because Yang.
I guess I'm guessing we're going to move on to 2025 show after this, whenever she gets around to it. Of course, she's doing the interview on Rotten Mango tomorrow. Obviously, that video's probably already been recorded and uploaded and whatnot, but I'm assuming there might be some correlation between videos up here and then over there because of that.
You're gonna need a break from him. Here's the thing. The other day that I was at the airport, I don't know if you guys have ever been in the Atlanta Hartsfield domestic. Actually, do you come up internationally like this? No, I don't think so. It's only the domestic terminal. There's something about the Atlanta airport. You touch down, you get off your plane, you gotta go on a fucking sky train. It's a subway station inside of the airport. And then you come out the south terminal. And there are these escalators where you're basically slanted at like a 90-degree angle, and it just lasts for like 5 minutes. And then sometimes there's like a giant picture of the mayor on the billboard, and you're just staring off into the abyss. Or you're just trying really hard not to stare at the person in front of you because you can see their practical butthole. So the other day, we're flying into Atlanta, and I see this couple in front of us, middle-aged couple, and this guy on the escalator grabs his wife's butt, and his fingers are shoved in between her leggings butt crack, and I see him do like a firm okay, and I'm so shocked. I don't even know how to act. But the worst part is, in front of them are their 2 sons. Like, they've got sons that are maybe like, I don't know, 7 years old, 8 years old, and the dad,
in front, though.
yes,
Okay, so they didn't see.
but I saw.
Okay.
I didn't even consent to any of this, and I saw. I did not need to be a part of this couple's business like that. I saw.
Counter argument, why are you looking at her butt? Huh? Question mark. I know that she's just saying she's just staring up like this, but I mean, you were already looking at her butt. Like, why were your eyes wandering to her butt? You didn't have to look at her butt. That's you.
Saw it all. This man had a baseball cap. He had one hand on his phone. He was scrolling, and the other hand just. Oh my God! I think that he could smell his wife for the next 30 minutes on his hands. He was deep in her crime. Holy shit!
No, did the wife like it though?
She had no response, and I was like, "This must be happening frequently, frequent."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just standard relationship behavior. You've been around long enough. It's just hands probably just permanently glued to her butt. That's normal. Also, again, like I was saying earlier, like stuff like that, I'm not jealous of that. But that video there, the wife, again, she was just too cute. I'm saying, I'm sorry, her behavior was too cute.
And then we get off the escalator and we're headed to the baggage claim. I'm like, I just want to go home at this point. Like, if I had not been traveling, I might have been like, hee hee, kiki, right? But no, I was over it. And he tries to trip his sons on the way to baggage claim. And I'm like, okay, so this is really what we're dealing with right now. And then do you remember on the escalator, I turned around to you and I went, and you went, what? I said, I'll tell you later. That was
Yeah, again, if he was with her, then clearly like, Stephanie was just eyes deep into the void. Because if he didn't see it, well then, I mean, she was clearly just specifically trying to stare at her butt. And that's why she saw it. Oh yeah, and just to like clarify even further, I think it's just how dorky the woman in the news report's behavior was. Maybe we can consider that to be like kind of dorky. Maybe dorky and silly, and that's why I think it's cute. I don't know. Anyways.
That was what I saw, and then I forgot to tell you about it. And that's how I feel about this last installment of the divorce show of Yangzi and his wife, Eva. There are some things in someone else's relationship that I really don't need to be a part of. But here I am, seeing it all, witnessing a forefinger grab in the crack. There's only one person that Yangzi fears, one woman. And it's not his wife, Eva. It's Mai.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, what could it be? I guess Mai makes sense, but I was gonna say, what, his mom? Like, who?
Really?
Because as I'm watching this show, it's so good. There are so many points where Yangzi, he will yell at his wife in front of everyone. He will yell at the host, the producers, whoever is on the show. He doesn't give a flying fork, except for Mai. So the first few episodes, I was talking about how Mai, we've already covered her. We don't need to go back to Mai, right? But Mai would stay up late and talk to Yangzi and chill husband. And they would just be in like a circle jerk of like, we're not the toxic.
Hold on, I want to see something.
Right? But Mai would stay up late and talk to.
Okay, so she's sitting cross-legged. I was like, how is she sitting in the chair right now? But yeah, she's just cross-legged. You just can't tell. It just looks like her legs are like just spread, but that's not what was happening there.
Yangzi and chill husband, and they would just be in like a circle jerk of like, we're not the toxic ones, we're not the toxic ones, we're doing our best, we're doing the best for our family that we can, no one appreciates us. That was their circle jerk until like 4 or 5 in the morning. But even then, Yangzi started, he sleeps at like 10 in the morning, he wakes up at 2 p.m. But because of Mai, he starts sleeping early. He doesn't want to be around Mai.
No way.
There's this one part where he's in the little community kitchen and he's eating the rice, and he eats slowly. He's actually mentioned in previous interviews that he has to chew every bite 30 times before he swallows because he gets indigestion
I
issues.
thought he just glocked down like 2 cans of pizza.
Yeah, he did. So I don't know. This man says 25 different things.
Where are the chews?
That's true. I saw him gluck those fucking peaches. Those were crazy ones too.
crazy.
It was like slithering down his esophagus like an oyster. No, but in a separate interview, he said, I have to chew 30 times. I eat so slow. So he's chewing 30 chews. The minute Mai walks into the room, and she walks in like a gangpae. You know what a gangpae is? It's Korean for gangster. She walks in, she has like a perpetual smirk. She walks in like, who am I gonna f around with today? Who am I gonna yell at today? That's her vibe. She's like smirking. He sees her walk in. Suddenly, he's like fucking eating everything. His last few bites of food, he has to chug down with water. And then he's quickly cleaning up. It becomes very chaotic, very serious the minute that he sees Mai. Anytime he's making fun of Mai and she turns around and stares at him, he starts shrinking into himself. This is the only woman that he has ever been afraid of. I don't even think he's afraid of his mom like that. He seems like the type that would be afraid of his mom. But Mai.
Oh, well, mom mentioned, question mark, 'cause I say maybe his mom. I mean, Mai was, citation needed, crazy. And she might not be now, question mark, we don't know. But yeah, she maybe just knows how crazy she is. I think everyone there knows how crazy she is, so it's just too much for him.
Mai's correcting all of his bad habits. People call her the equalizer for Yangzi. I think the most effective way to get Yangzi to be better to his wife is to threaten him and say, if Eva decides to divorce you, you legally are contractually obligated to marry Mai. I feel like he would become the best husband in the world in 0.2 milliseconds. It's that bad. So let's get into the final installment of Yangzi and Eva. We've already been through all of it. We've already been through Yangzi saying that every time his wife tries to think a thought, every time she tries to speak a word, a coherent sentence, even God be giggling. Okay, he has.
Again, that was such a crazy thing to say. Though, haven't we said that Youngji and Mai are actually the ones meant to be together? Because she wants to be a mom. She wants to mom like her husband, and Youngji is just a kid, so they fit perfectly together. And then maybe that's why he recoils so much, because she's basically just a mom and he is a child, and it's natural to be afraid of your parent, question mark.
Said practically everything that is divorceable. Anything that you could tell a family attorney and they'd say, oh, I've never heard that one before. Youngja has done it all on national television, especially in this episode. He starts talking about how Eva just needs to focus on her main career, which is acting. He tells her, I mean, why do you keep trying to make all these companies? You're not good at it. He's giving Kanye, I like some of the Gaga songs, but what the f does she know about cameras?
I like some of the Gaga songs. What the f does she know about cameras?
Youngja's like, what the f do you know about cosmetics?
That was kind of funny, but is it true or not true? Are we saying he's like accurate or not accurate?
What do you know about building a business?
Like he's like belittling her
In front of everybody.
for what reasons?
I'm talking about Kanye, not Youngji. Like, obviously Youngji is like saying nonsense.
Saying like you need to focus on acting. Like you keep wanting to be this bad CEO, but you're not. So tone it down. And you're delusional. All your friends keep telling you that you're this independent grown woman, but you're not. You know nothing. At one point, even Maya's like, hey, Youngja, maybe like you should give your wife some face. Like maybe you should let your partner have some dignity on national television, you know? And she's like, as long as your wife is happy, that should be enough. He says, happy my ass.
No.
And he just starts. This is the era where even Chill Husband says, Youngja, my brother Youngja, has entered a new stage in this reality show where he doesn't care about his image anymore. Like previously, he still kind of cared, but like you could still see it seeping through the cracks that he's a despicable person. But at this point, this is the last installment, part 3. He doesn't give a fork anymore, and he's got a nasty temper, and he's just letting it out. He's so mad. He's upset that nobody sees him as a CEO, so he's got to put his wife down. And he starts talking in circles at one point. He keeps saying things like, I agree, but I don't approve. She thinks I don't support her, and the truth is, I really don't support her. Like, okay?
I agree that she thinks I don't what, support her, and I still don't.
Yes. He says that every time she tries to start a cosmetics brand, it's just nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. He says there is something wrong with her brain, and he keeps asking the other people, asking the other couples about his own wife. Isn't she an idiot? She's a total idiot. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out.
What do you mean?
No, he's just saying this in front of everyone.
Is that on
Oh.
iPhone 17?
Whoops. Got an ad there. Well, hold on. Let me skip this. Oh, I'm sick of this freaking T-Mobile ad. Leave me alone, T-Mobile. You're added to here, which I did have T-Mobile internet, but I switched to AT&T because we only had T-Mobile just for like a second because we needed something cheaper. Now we're back. We're not back. We're starting on AT&T. Again, AT&T seems to be the best thing in this area because Spectrum. Now we're going to go on an internet tangent. Spectrum freaking does not have symmetrical upload download. Its upload is atrocious for something that's supposed to be fiber. T-Mobile is just 5G internet. It's not anything else other than that. Google Fiber is not in this area. There's barely any areas here I think that Google Fiber covers. And like it feels like AT&T is the only thing that's fiber and symmetrical, which means your upload speed is the same as your download speed, which as a content creator you need decent upload, and thus that's why you kind of want symmetrical or at least like a decent upload. But like Spectrum should have like a monopoly of a lot of America. Like half is for Spectrum, half is for Comcast, and it's just like, oh, we're just not gonna have symmetrical up and down. Like, okay, screw off. Anyways, T-Mobile, stop showing me your stupid ads. I'm done.
Nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. He says there is something wrong with her brain, and he keeps asking the other people, asking the other couples about his own wife. Isn't she an idiot? She's a total idiot. Oh my God, I'm so stressed
Just like desperately looking for confirmation and validation on his feelings.
out.
What do you mean?
No, he's just saying this in front of everyone.
Like, what is why? This is just like a group. They're hanging out.
No, because the producers are probably inciting some shit, okay? The producers are probably like, hey, Mai, come here, Mai. Ask them about their future goals. And then Mai would go sit back down and she'd go, so what's everybody's 5-year plan, essentially?
I see. So they're just talking about their future plans.
Yes.
And Young's is just going in.
Yeah.
At Eva, I see.
And he keeps saying Eva needs to focus on acting because that's her main talent. And she just needs to grow one thing instead of focusing on 25 different things. And he says, actually, she thinks that I'm being rude, but I'm thinking about her. Because here's the thing. When we go to shopping malls, me and Eva, we'll go look around and we'll see all these advertisements of people that started acting around the time that she started acting. And every day there are less and less big brand deals and advertisements with Eva's face plastered on Lancome and all these things. And every time she sees all of her peers on these advertisements, I can see her face. She looks sad. She looks contemplative. But then when I try to ask her about it, she's like, oh, changes the subject.
Who are you? Like,
Exactly.
Who are you?
And so
That's
everyone,
crazy.
all the commentators, because they have a panel of celebrities who are also reacting, they're like, wait. But first of all, she's probably feeling that way because you're a dad and she's constantly taking care of the kids. So she can't even focus on her career. But second of all, I thought you were her agent. So whose fault is that if she's not getting
But
booked ads?
he's also
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried so he's
Yeah.
been acting for decades.
Oh, just wait. The last episode of this entire series, he pulls out all his acting. Sobbing, mental breakdowns, K-drama comes out. It's not even C-drama, CEO daddy anymore. It's fucking full-on K-drama. He whips it all out. The panel, they can't even...
Wait, what was with like the full cowboy getup? Question mark. And he kind of just looked like some old dad in these shots. I wasn't really seeing that before, but now he looks like some old dad. I guess because he is like an old dad.
take it seriously. He's sobbing and they go, what is going on right now? I'm so confused. It gets bad. He can't take care of the kids. She's taking care of the kids. He makes her take on so many shitty acting roles. It's probable that a lot of nice scripts aren't calling her because she's had like a row of flops because he wanted to be the main male lead in all the flops. So there is a reason for all of that. But instead, he keeps telling her, you just need to practice acting. That's what you're good at. And she says, well, I don't want to live stream. And he says, no, but that helps your acting. He said the live stream helps her acting.
Say TikTok shop.
Yes, he says the TikTok shop, the TikTok lives are actually part of your business. And it's you need to get better at it so that you can get better at acting. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about right now. And at this point, no one can even make eye contact with him. And he stops the conversation and he's like, that's enough of that. I'm getting mad now. So everyone's like, okay, I guess
Like it
we'll
was actually
Oh,
serious.
he was so tense. No one could. You know how Chill Husband has nonstop been ruffling his feathers.
Yeah.
He would walk over and do a little like a little tickle tickle. Are you pissed off?
Yeah, he's, from my opinion, constantly trying to berate Youngja, but then hangs out with him in this circle jerk with Mai. So it doesn't make any sense. Like the wish-wash there of him seemingly trying to get him to realize how bad of a guy he is, but then sits there and like be like his friend. He ends up being like his friend in these circle jerks with Mai. Question mark.
Off now? You know, he was quiet. Everyone was quiet. It was actually really scary. It was toxic scary.
Wow. And then I bet that's like how he usually
Yeah,
acts.
yeah. After all of this, they have to endure it. And I swear the producers know what they're doing because after this tense argument, the very next morning, they got to go on a 7-hour road trip. Each couple gets their own car, decked out GoPros. I don't even know how it's safe because I'm getting angles of this car that I should not be seeing angles of this car. I am witnessing more of every couple in every car than if I were actually in the back seat with them driving 7 hours. There's like 25 different camera angles. Each couple gets in a car. This is when Mai and her husband have like a full-on mental breakdown. It's a shit show. You remember that.
Well, I mean, he has a full mental breakdown. She doesn't have anything. She causes a mental breakdown.
Now we've got Eva and her husband, and he tells her, I'm too tired, you drive. So I'm thinking she's gonna start driving because all the other couples, both the other wives, they drove less, but I think that they all took turns, right? Eva gets in the car and she's like, well, I'm tired too, but she starts driving. She's not complaining. And immediately, Young's it, what do you think is a good road trip partner? What do you want in a passenger princess 7-hour road trip? What do you want me to do? You want me to not?
Is he gonna like blast the radio? He's gonna fall asleep? Gonna ask for extracurricular activities because he seems like that kind of guy, despite being the passenger.
God, I know. No, what do you want me to do? I'm in the passenger seat. What do you want me to do?
Like feeding me grape stuff. What do you mean?
Because that's what you do. Like, if I'm also driving, I want my passenger princess, my passenger prince to be like, I don't know, yapping to me, like keeping me company, okay? That's what I want. That's what you want. No, Young says, like, I don't give a fork. I'm going to sleep. He falls
Yeah, okay. So
instantly.
he does go to sleep. I mean, he's old, right? So, well, seemingly old, so just probably can't just instantly fall asleep like that.
And she's like, I don't even want to drive. And he keeps saying things like, you can drive. You like driving anyway. And he keeps gaslighting her. You know what they say, right? The greater the ability, the greater the responsibility. And you're good at driving, so. And he just keeps knocking out. And the whole time, every time he would wake up, he would talk about how tired he is. And then when he does wake up, he doesn't feed Eva anything. He's just leisurely sitting there cracking melon seeds.
Cracking melons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you could eat melon seeds. Well,
Is his seatbelt on right? It doesn't seem like he's like really belted in or good. Question mark.
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean?
The melon seeds?
Yeah.
It's like you eat the seeds inside of the shell, right?
I've only.
That is crazy.
What
That's
do you
like
mean?
Simply the most popular snack.
like
for
sunflower seeds?
watermelon seeds.
I've never had
Yeah,
that.
sunflower seeds. Sunflower
Why
seeds.
do y'all call it melon seeds?
Oh, there's also watermelon seeds.
I think it
Watermelon
didn't
seed-
look like sunflower seeds.
Oh, then it's watermelon seed. It's black, right?
yeah.
It's like roundish.
Yeah.
It's watermelon. I love that thing growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
I
You never
thought
had
said
watermelon seeds?
How do you make them?
You don't make them. You buy
Okay,
them.
no,
in the
but
bag.
I've never had watermelon
God.
seed. What does it taste
So the
like?
skin's actually salty. It's like you suck on it a little bit, like, yeah, you crack it in the middle, and it opens, and it's like a very thin slice of round seed. It's so good. It's kind of hard to feed someone watermelon seeds, okay? When you
Okay,
crack
but-
it, it's like your saliva's all over it.
But then why can't he feed her something else?
That's true. He could though.
Crack
If he
a
wanted
watermelon
to,
seeds?
he would.
Yeah, you crack me lychee, longan. What's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing? You'll crack me like blue crab legs, and it's like the
I
tiniest.
crack you the fucking
Pomelo, oh
those
yeah,
are
those are
hard.
hard to crack. It's okay, you can crack open something else. See, these are moments that no one should be a part of, you know what I mean? Anyway, so if anybody else is watching this entire situation, you would think that this is his personal driver. And so she just
Sure. Yeah, I figured that he was going to go to sleep, but again, I don't know. We just kind of just like over him. I think we were probably over him from the other two videos, but we were kind of just going into a series of him just being like really screwed up, or not even screwed up, just like a jerk, right? Because a lot of stuff you could argue was funny, even if it was messed up, but now it's just like he's just a jerk hole. We can say that. I just cut there to see if anything was going on in notifications. I saw that I had a notification on YouTube, but now it's just, I'm pretty sure what Koei liking a comment that I left. But I'm still waiting on Sienna. If you're out there, Sienna, who are you? So we can properly thank you on YouTube. Let me know.
She just keeps casually saying things out loud that she's thinking he's gonna get the hint. Oh, I've already been driving for 3 hours. What do you think that means?
That's crazy.
What do you think that means? He got the hint, but he's not getting the hint. Youngza says, well, why don't you just push yourself a little more? You could try doing another 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's what I say about the 7 hours. They're going to 7 hours somewhere and 7 hours back. I feel like the average person is awake for 14 hours. So you're literally you're going to spend all that time driving, and then what? Question mark. Unless they're going somewhere 7 hours to a place and then staying in that place and then going back some other time. I feel like your entire waking day is going to be spent driving.
She's done 3 out of 7 hours, and he says, push yourself to do more. And what's even crazier is that Eva, she's trying to focus on driving. Youngza is sitting there like a commander, just like, pull over here, turn like this, always telling her what to do. Whenever she doesn't follow what he says, he would start just lecturing her. So then she would just do it his way. She would switch lanes when he wants her to switch lanes. And then after driving for 5 hours, Eva finally starts feeling tired. She's rubbing her wrists, her arms.
The backseat driving.
And then she says, there's still more than an hour left. I really don't think I can drive anymore. Youngza, he's been doing this, yip, the whole 5 hours. Suddenly he can't hear. Doesn't hear it.
That is brutal.
Later, when they stop briefly at a rest area, the director comes up and is like, hey, if you guys need a driver to take over, just talk to us through the walkie-talkie. AKA, Eva looks like she needs to rest because she's exhausting herself, and we don't want to get sued if you guys get into a car accident, so like, let us know if you need a driver. Before Eva could even answer, Youngza raises his hand and he's like, no need, it's fine. We'll just drive slowly.
Dude.
Then he keeps encouraging Eva to keep driving, and his whole reasoning behind this, not even a second. And he tells her, this is about you challenging your limits and keeping going.
Oh my god.
Why? Who cares about that? Especially in this moment. Like, what is he doing now? Like, just drive or get a freaking driver like they want. Like, I don't know what he's doing right now. It's almost like he's trying to get divorced, but obviously that's not what's happening. He just really is just a child.
He says, who else? What other girl could say that they drove the entire ride? Nobody else.
Okay, who cares?
This is your way to prove to yourself that you can do it. And then she's like, I don't really think I want to do that. Like, that's not really something I need to prove
Yeah, like, who cares?
to myself that I can drive 7 hours for a road trip. And then he says,
Yeah, some 7 hours for this specific trip on TV. Like, who cares? Literally.
but I can't drive because I went horseback riding yesterday, so my body's sore. Guess who also fucking went horseback riding yesterday? Eva, because you're on a reality show.
But also, it's just horseback riding.
I know, yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, the horse's back hurts, okay?
Exactly.
Not your back. The horse is tired. Not you, you weirdo. He shows no sympathy, no understanding.
He gaslit her for
driving
7 hours.
He keeps telling her, you should just drive it all the way through. Later, you can brag and say, I drove for 7 hours while I didn't drive at all. Like, don't you want to set a record? And Eva, I think she's just trying to avoid a whole argument. She ends up driving all the way. The rest of the time, he's curled up in like a little ball, going to sleep on the passenger side. At one point, he wakes up near the end. There's still 20 minutes left. And even the commentators are like, oh, look at Eva, she looks rough. And they're saying things like the last 20 minutes is like the longest 20 minutes ever. And she's just exhausted. She's chugging Red Bull. And Eva, he wakes up. He says, I'm so tired. He was like, I drove 7 hours straight and you slept the whole time. How can you say you're tired? They make it last to meet up with the other couples. Eva walks in and she immediately tells the girls, I drove 7 hours by myself all the way here. She's not bragging. She's like, hello, I'm pissed, okay? And then my the instigator, she goes, you drove 7 hours all by yourself? How come you're saying it with a smile?
The heck? Huh? I don't know what she's doing. Why is she saying that?
She's like, you should be pissed. I'm pissed for you. You're not pissed? Like, she's going in, okay?
Okay, so she's, yeah, well, she said instigator, so she's trying to make her start something with her husband.
She's like, if it were me,
Wait, didn't I just have one of the craziest ride with her husband?
Oh yeah. Like, she literally just made her husband have a mental breakdown from how like horrible of a person she is, and she's like, oh, you should really get into a fight with your husband right now. Like, have you just forgotten what just happened in your own car? I feel like you shouldn't really be giving advice to anybody after just like having this man have a mental breakdown in his car when everything that is wrong in your relationship is your fault? Question mark.
yeah. She's like, if it were me, I would definitely lose my temper. You really keep your emotions very steady, okay? Yangzi comes in. He's like talking about nonsense. He's not even talking about the drive. And then eventually they all sit down for dinner. And Eva mentions, again, this time in front of the husbands, I drove 7 hours all by myself, okay? And this
Trying to throw him under the bus?
Yes, but during the whole 7 hours, I trusted Eva with my life because she's the person I trust most. I've never seen someone gaslight. No, this is so dumb and somehow so
Is he
effective.
dead ass? Is he not? He's not joking, right?
No.
Oh,
See, this would get me. This would get me. This would be my final boss because it's so dumb. I have no argument. I got no argument. Because how can you say, I mean, what can you say to that? It's not even normal gaslighting where you can be like, don't try to gaslight me. I know the truth. This is like, I have no response. He's so thick-skulled, okay? You can't even have a conversation with him. The only person that can get under his skin a little bit is Chill Husband, who hits him with the, oh yeah, Brother Yang gave up on his image.
说明杨哥已经不在乎形象了。
He's like, he doesn't care what the viewers think about him. He don't
Oof.
That's what that means, okay? So he keeps, Brother Yang, Yangzi is like, oh, what did he just say? He keeps saying, no, that's not why. I just wanted her to challenge herself. And he's like, nah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if the netizens fucking hate him. And then he starts whispering to himself, wait, am I gonna get attacked by the netizens for this? And he's
What is he just like somehow so oblivious that he doesn't know he was committing such a heinous crime? Question mark right now? Slash earlier.
starts caring a little bit more.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, he's that empty up there.
Oh yeah.
He didn't think that was crazy.
No. Yeah.
Wow.
But just wait until we hit the next part because now you're gonna keep flip flopping. Have you ever heard of the saying of like, hey, once
What do you mean? How are you gonna flip flop? I thought it's just permanently on his case. Like he's a bad guy, just like Mai.
you dug your grave, don't make me be a witness.
I-
It's basically
no,
like
yeah.
saying when you are miserable in your marriage and you decide you're not getting it out of your marriage, you dug your grave and we can't be a witness of it. That's what people are saying about Eva at this point because just you wait, it's about to turn around real quick. So that night they decide that they're going to do this like wedding vow thing where every single couple is going to take a piece of paper and reflect on their wedding vows, reflect on their entire marriage thus far, how they got here, reflect on their strengths, their weaknesses, what they could have done better, and then they're going to read it to each other in front of each other, but not just in front of each other, in front of the other couples as well, and obviously us, okay? So Youngza and Eva are standing there with their little scrolls in front of them. Youngza's like, I'm gonna start first because mine is pretty simple. He hits it with a, I'm perfect, you're perfect, we're perfect for each other, I love you. I think I kept most of my wedding vows, you know? But I mean, I think there's always room for improvement, but as for you, you're perfect. Like, you're the perfect wife. Everyone watching this, okay?
Okay, sure. Except for like all this stuff that you are literally like complaining about her not doing this or that. How she's not good at this, she's not good at that. She needs to focus on this, focus on that. Yada yada yada. Isn't that this entire time he's just been complaining about her in a way that makes it seem like she's not perfect? Question mark. She's not good at anything. You know, when she speaks, God laughs. Yada yada yada. You know. So this is just is the word vapid that you would use for what he's speaking here? Just vapid nonsense.
Husband Lee, I will say, at least the other two couples, they're putting in the work. They're writing paragraphs. Mine might be going off on her husband. She's rat-a-ta-tying, but she's writing like 10 pages. They're trying. In some aspects, they're kind of trying. Not Youngza. My husband is looking at him with the, you know, the Chrissy Teigen meme that's like, because he's like, the guys were sitting together writing this, and he literally like, and then threw his pen, and he was just chit-chatting the whole time. So he didn't even put thought into it. This was careless, half-hearted.
Did he even draw? I mean, did he even write anything, or did he just say what came to his mind in the moment, and then that's it? Like there was nothing on the paper. He just like got up there and was like, yeah, this, you're perfect, blah 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 blah, good.
Even if you listen to it, it's dumb because you guys are on a what? A divorce show. What do you mean your marriage is perfect? What show are you on, you bozo? Okay, so
I think he probably just like has low IQ. I feel like there's no
Of course.
way someone's like has some IQ could be that like, you know, cuckoo. Like he's genuinely just like
Cuckoo.
he doesn't get it. he doesn't know.
get
He's lost.
And Eva is crying and she looks upset. And everyone's like, ah, that makes sense because clearly you can tell. He didn't put in thought. He didn't put in effort. It's so careless, right? And then it cuts to her sitting with a producer. And she says,
So romantic.
when I was writing mine, I wrote about how things he could have done better. and so much of his shortcomings. Yet when it was his turn, he didn't write a single bad thing about me. He only saw me as the perfect wife, and that touched me so much, and I felt so guilty that I wronged him. It made me reflect that maybe the problem is with me.
Oof. Yeah, so she was only crying because she thought he was being so nice. I don't know. She got some Stockholm in her, right? Like sometimes the Stockholm does come out, and this is one of those moments. Question mark. I think she was like this before, where I think she was like feeling bad. I think, right? I have to like remember what moment it was. Yeah, I just can't remember where it was, but it was in relation to her saying she didn't want a divorce anymore, right? When they have to go at night and be like, okay, do you want to get divorced? Do you not want to be divorced anymore? And I think she did at one point say she didn't anymore after his behavior. And it was when Stephanie, I think, thought, oh, she was like, she must be so mad at him and all this, like she's laughing at him and he's like such a joke. But I was like, okay, wait. I think she likes this. I'm kind of like remembering. She likes this class clown, stupid joke nonsense. Like she loves it. That's probably what she got with him to begin with. And Stephanie just was saying like, oh no, she's like laughing at him, not with him. And I'm like, nah, she's laughing with him, and she clearly is enjoying this. And I feel like that was reflected in the fact that she said that day she didn't want a divorce, right? I think that happened. Again, so that's where I'm getting like maybe she's a bit Stockholmed with Youngju here, since you know this moment seems very Stockholm, where he just says some stupid, like vapid, no thought whatsoever line, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm such a horrible person. He said I was perfect." Like, okay, all right, Eva.
Maybe she's like so gaslit.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Like, at this point, he shows any sign of kindness.
And as she's crying, he starts crying, and he starts saying, I don't want to see her cry. I can't bear to see her cry. I won't allow her to cry. I don't want her to feel wronged, and I won't allow anyone to make her feel wronged. And everyone's like, hold the fuck on, because nobody has wronged your wife except for you this entire time. Why are you fighting invisible ops when they are inside of you? You are the one. But this moves Eva even more, and she won't stop crying. Oh my god. And everyone looks disappointed. The counselors look over at like the panel of the celebrities. They look exhausted. The other couples, they look like they're contemplating moving to a different country and changing their names because they don't want to finish witnessing this entire terror. They look like they're contemplating whether or not pickleball is a real sport. They look upset. They look deep in their thoughts.
It's just, if you've been together long enough, I'm assuming this is how it is, right? Like, you don't want to let go.
Commentators even comments out loud, what's going on with Eva Huang? Like, what's going on with her? We don't know what's happening. Now, eventually, they bring in these two famous actresses, Niping and Chaiming. They're going to help all the couples work through all of this. And Eva mentions to the two veteran actresses, like, she had to drive for 7 hours because he didn't want to drive. And
why are we bringing actors in to help them with their relationships? What are they going to do? Like, why not the therapists? Why just two actresses? That seems so random.
And that's when Yangzi gets upset. And he's like, well, the staff had to come in and check up on us. Why don't you let the staff drive? Why don't you let them get you a driver then? It would have been totally normal for staff to drive. That's what they're for. It's not that you don't drive, that I have to drive. You can just not drive and they can have a driver drive.
Except you specifically said don't do that. Well, once they were worried about her, you said don't do that.
I know. And then I keep looking over at him and he's just... his mouth won't close this whole episode. No, it's so bad. And the counselors in the observation room were speechless, like, what is he talking about? Yangzi explains nonstop. I mean, maybe after this show, this relationship really won't continue because it's just crazy. Like, I'm not a punching bag. I'm not gonna just take all of this all the time, all this judgment, all this blame. Like, I have a family too. My mother would be so heartbroken watching this. I'm also my mother's son.
I'm a baby boy.
Yep. I'm also kind of just realizing it's kind of dangerous, this setup. Because those pictures in the background are reflective, and from that angle, you might end up seeing his face in the reflection somehow. You know, there has to be some sort of like crazy Stephanie fan who is just like enhance on the glass in the background, trying to see if they can see his face in it. So I don't know if anyone's going to try to do that, but again, kind of dangerous if they're trying to keep his face hidden.
It's crazy. Some of the other celebrities are like, this guy doesn't even have basic respect. At one point, Mai decides, I'm going to step in. And you know what? This is the one time I'm like, Mai, sometimes, fine. sometimes I get it, okay? Sometimes I get what he sees in you, okay? She steps up and she's like, hey, don't be yelling at Eva like that. And I'm like, okay, Molly. Okay, cool. He says, shut up.
Oof. Nobody asked you.
I don't need
I can't believe he actually said that, because isn't he supposed to be scared of this woman? And now he's like, nah, shut up. He just does not care anymore. He's scorched earth.
Okay, Molly. Okay, cool. He says, shut up.
To my?
Yes, I don't need you to speak. Don't interrupt me. This is between us two. Let her talk about the situation. Don't talk. Shut up. We don't all have to talk.
Like he's dead ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you can take your own advice, right?
is he like acting like a CEO?
Yes.
Okay.
So Eva gets so upset. She's like, I gotta go. I can't do this right now. So she leaves
Holy cow.
and goes to another room. And he even blames Eva.
But like, what happened to Mike? Did she just back off?
She then was like, wait, I wasn't trying to blame you. And I was like, God, shut up. Like, that's when you shut up. You already got yelled at. You might as well go down a hero. She's like, I wasn't trying to like blame you. And then he's like, no, but Eva's blaming me. And everyone's like, yeah. No, yeah. That's the whole point. And at one point, he says, the thing that she was bragging about last night to everybody is the thing she's blaming me for. And everyone's like, wait, she wasn't bragging
Yeah, she was complaining, not bragging.
that she drove 7 hours. She was in a high EQ way throwing you under the bus in front of everyone. She wasn't saying, hey guys, guess what? I drove for 7 hours. She was saying, hey, can you fucking believe that this motherfucker over here made me drive for 7 hours straight? That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
But he said, whatever she was bragging about last night is what she's blaming me for today.
Wow.
So then she goes to a second room. Eva is crying. He goes in. We thought that he's going
What is with the cowboy hats?
in to talk to her and reconcile with her and apologize. But he doesn't. So then he walks in and he hits her with a, because you keep crying today, I'm going to be cyberbullied to death by netizens.
Cares about his image way too much. There's no way she's going to take him back, right? She's not Stockholm that badly. I mean, she clearly wasn't Stockholmed enough to stay with him. They got divorced. There's no way they get back together, right?
Oh my god.
my gosh.
Oh my god. We need to bully the shit out of this guy.
Yes, this is crazy. This is crazy. But Youngsa is like, hey, can you stop crying? They're going to bully me. They're going to write mean comments about me. And then he keeps gaslighting her. The reason why I was mad is because we both said that you would create a new record of your own.
Bro, just shut up. Oh my god.
But then when you're talking about it today, you started crying.
Oh my god.
She's crying some more. He's like, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to go back outside. Don't make everyone wait for you, okay? You should come out in about 3 minutes. If you don't come out in 3 minutes, I'm going to quit filming.
What? Quit filming? What do you mean? Quit the show or quit doing acting? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be happy if you stop doing acting. Like they'll roll out the red carpet for you to stop acting. So he's giving her a ultimatum here? Question mark. Which isn't the advice for ultimatums is to not engage or take the thing that they think you won't take. You know, do this thing for me, otherwise I'm going to screw off. So you allow them to just screw off. Okay, goodbye. I'm not playing the game. So yeah, like I never engage in the ultimatums. Just if they want to give you one, just leave. Question mark. Right? I mean, it depends on the ultimatum, because one thing can be like, you can have this or that, or if you don't do this, we'll get divorced. I was like, okay, well, I guess we're getting divorced. You know, take the thing that they are trying to make you not do. Like, they're doing this so that you will do what they want. But it's like, no, okay, you want to play that game? Let's get divorced. Let's break up. Let's do X. Let's do Y. I'm not playing this game.
Oh, that's even fun. He just like tripled down.
Yeah. And then they keep talking.
He gave her like an ultimatum. 3 minutes is crazy.
And I think he notices that because he says, okay, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. To think calmly. Do you understand me? I hope you can follow my pace for one last time. You come in 10 minutes. I'll wait for you regardless of the reason. If you don't come, then I'm going to quit filming. When
He's cheating. He's treating her like a child right now. Even though he's like the child, he's treating her extremely like a child.
walks out.
Yo, this is crazy.
No, it gets crazy. When he walks out.
Because if someone says that, I'd be like, oh yeah, quit filming.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. I'm coming out in an hour.
You're going to get bullied.
Yeah, literally just bye. Bye, Felicia, you know?
Yeah. So then he walks out. He goes to a producer. He's like, what time is it? 2:35. Remind me when it's 2:45, okay?
The producer's like, okay, the show is on, guys.
Yeah.
All cameras, everything's on.
This is crazy. So then one of the actresses, she sits down with Youngsa and she's like, I really used to not understand you. But after what you said today, I can understand you. You're a man who likes to get things done. And he's like, getting off on this. He's like, yeah, I am. You always think about your family, your wife, and you think that they'll always wait for you, right? And you're preparing their future properly. You have properly gotten the money together, the house, the children's schooling expenses. None of that's a problem, right? You've set that all aside because you're a forward-thinking husband.
He's like really setting up this like nuke to drop on Youngju right now.
Yeah. And she hits him with a...
She is about to drop the nuke.
Look, so promise me this on television, that if you and your wife ever divorce, you will not do her dirty.
What does it mean?
Makes him promise in front of national television because she later says, after experiencing Yangzi, she couldn't sleep for multiple days out of anger.
Oh, like in the sense of he wouldn't just like left her with nothing. Like it would be like a fierce.
Yeah, like
fierce
don't
split.
f her up and promise on national TV you won't f her up.
On the money finance.
Yeah. On the kids,
sure.
child support, everything. Don't f her up. And he realizes that she set a trap. So he has nothing to do except fume by himself and promise that he's not going to f his wife up in the divorce. But she said that she couldn't sleep for several nights. It's giving like, when you practice conversations in your head all over again. And this is just a third-party actress that was asked to come in and consult with the couples.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone commented on this episode. Suddenly my husband is a lot more palatable because of Youngsu. You know what I mean? So I guess
This weird behavior that's still going on with people always wanting to complain about their significant others. I guess it still hasn't really gone away. It was more prevalent back in the day, right? The sitcoms, husband hates the wife, wife hates the husband. Like, why is it got to continue to be like that? This still just random commenters like, well, maybe my husband's not so bad. So why is everyone getting together who hates each other? Like, what's the point? I mean, maybe you eventually hate each other, but you couldn't have realized that you were going to end up hating each other down the line.
this program really is reducing marriage and divorce rates at the same time.
We need to bring up the disgustingly in love with each other forever couples. Even if it makes everyone else gross having to see them out in public, I think it'd be better. Like, stop with all these couples who just hate each other.
Time simultaneously. No one's getting married, no one's getting divorced because it could always be worse out there. The next episode, though, Youngsu realizes what's happening. So he switches it up. He said, let me do a 180-degree change. He grabs his wife's hand out of nowhere. And there was this little cut that she had like 20 years ago. And he's looking at it and he's like,
20 years? Really? What, she has a scar? Yeah, I'm guessing.
studying it.
Don't tell me he's gonna kiss it.
And even she's looking at him, looking at her finger, looking
Yes, he kissed it, of course. Duh.
like,
Basic.
"Are you okay? Are you all right up there? What's happening?" She's speechless. And he keeps asking her all day, like, I'm really trying to be sincere. Can you feel my sincerity?
No, I mean, you're being anything but sincere. This is the opposite of sincere. Insincere is what he's doing. I'm guessing it took him a day to realize, oh wait, I've been set up in a trap. I can't get divorced now. Which I'm surprised he realized that anyways, since we're saying he has like a 70 IQ. I don't know what a 70 IQ is. Everyone just always jokes around like, oh, you're 70 IQ. You're lower than the room temperature IQ. I don't know what that actually looks like on a human being, ? So I don't know where to gauge that. Like, is he 70 IQ? Is he sub 70? I feel like sub 70 is actually much more lower intelligence than him. Like, if we're being serious and not just joking or trying to be mean, I'm assuming maybe he's around 70 or so. And this EQ, I don't know how to gauge that. Is there a numerical system for EQ? ? Is that also just a 70?
I don't know what that means. If someone asks me if I can feel their sincerity, I don't even know what that means. Like, what do you want me to say?
Can you feel how alert and aware I am today?
I'm asking someone if you can feel their sincerity is the most I don't know, why did I just lose the word? What the heck? It's the most insincere thing you can say.
Not lying. I don't know what I would say. And Eva is just speechless. She keeps closing her eyes and going, She's like, when I open my eyes, he's not going to be here. When I open my eyes,
So disgusted. Doesn't want to be anywhere near this guy.
this will all be a dream. Okay. But she opens her eyes and he's still there. Oh my God. And the final stage before the couples decide if they're going to get a divorce or not is 36 questions. They sit in this super sci-fi room that looks like it's in the
We've never seen this room before. What the heck?
middle of the desert, but there's this giant window outlooking the desert and they sit facing each other and they have to answer 36 questions.
Oh, she's so smiley.
It doesn't start off super emotional. But Youngsu, remember all that acting he did? He's sitting there. You can already tell. Like, when
He's
people are
getting into the character?
Yeah, when people are in a mood and you can tell, but the mood is not genuine. When someone is
TikTok acting.
Yes, it's TikTok. He's like looking afar. First question. Eva's smiling because the first question is a light question. There's 36 questions. Usually the emotions, I mean, I would imagine the producers ask the questions in a way where maybe we start hitting 34, number 35, number 36. That's when it gets emotional. If you could only have one dinner, one last dinner for the rest of your life, who would you choose to eat with?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. Perhaps
It's literally the first question.
my body is really weak right now. I've always felt that this is merely a show.
Is he crying, sobbing? What is going
Yeah,
on?
but I'm increasingly discovering that this show is a spiritual interrogation into myself. Bro, just fucking answer the question. Who are you having dinner with? No one asked for your introspections about the TV show. If there's only one dinner in life left, I want to have my last dinner with you and tell you how much I love you.
It would have been funny if he said like his mom or something that wasn't Ava. Or Mai. Mai would have been nuts.
And I'll say that one last sentence. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Even the counselors are looking at this like, I mean, one of them comments like, isn't it a little too soon for this? It's the first question. We got 36 more questions. Buddy, we can't keep up this emotional journey with you. Eva, look.
What if she's like so unamused, like he's just playing, like this is just a game. This face is like too good. This, oh brother face. You know what? Let me hit you with an oh brother.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I mean, that's literally how we're feeling right now. Like, that's just her face, like, Jesus Christ, oh brother.
Looks confused and Youngsu keeps holding his hand to his chest looking somber. He's
Oh my God, shut up.
Eva. I don't know if he's confessing this to Eva or to us. I'm like,
I'm saying like him to shut up, but like, I don't even know. Counter argument, maybe he's just having a mental breakdown because he's like, wow, I'm about to lose everything. Question mark. Maybe he actually does realize, but we could just go with like, oh yeah, he's just, I mean, he kind of is realizing that he's about to lose everything, and that's why he's putting on the waterworks to fake crocodile tears. But he could also just say even further, well, actually, it isn't fake. He actually is just having a mental breakdown. But I think this is just fake because he knows he's in trouble.
I'm like, are you telling me that? Because he's like acting to the cameras. He won't even look at her.
That's crazy.
I don't know if it's the lack of food and the sleep. I saw you sleep in the car, okay? The sleep the last 2 days, I don't know why I'm so fragile right now. Last night, I was asked if I wanted a divorce, and I said yes.
Oh.
But I told the other guys that I just want to make you happy myself. I don't trust anyone else. And after so many years, I've never made you happy. All I do is run around, work. That's all. That's all. I mean, it cuts to these two counselors that are always in frame, and they just be smirking the whole time. There's a little tiny square edited on, and it's just... Every time he starts crying, you just see floating counselors' heads, and there's just... Yeah, at no point did they feel anything. And he's just breathing and sobbing and dry heaving and... Reaches into
How
his...
bad is it? 0 to 10, the acting.
It's giving like high school play.
High school play?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is it?
He reaches into his pocket. He's got a tissue. I've never met a guy who just carries around tissues, okay? I carry around
Yeah, just a crumpled up tissue that he just had in his pocket. Why is that in there?
tissues because I'm a sinusy bitch. He has a tissue in his pocket. Never seen that before in my life. He whips it out like he's ready. And Eva is just staring into his soul. I think she's trying to understand where this is coming from or if this is legitimate. And she says, I also choose to eat with you. It seems like there are a lot of things between us that haven't been said yet. And as she's saying that, he gets his... He's just honking like a fucking bullhorn. He's not even wiping his eyes. He's honking like an elephant trunk. And I know what you're gonna say. I don't even say it. Don't say it.
I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
When I cry, my nose cries more than my eyes cry. Oh. And so I be honking like an elephant too. And do you know how embarrassing that is? That's very embarrassing. I wish I could be like a cute little crier. But no, why does he have to honk? I can still hold it. You know, sometimes I try to hold it and then my ears get clogged like I'm on a plane, really high altitude. So he can hold it, but he doesn't. He's blowing his nose like an elephant's blowhole. And she's responding. He never once looks at her. It feels like he's declaring the love for the audience. And his answers are just so bizarre. Please describe in detail your idea of a perfect day. Question number...
Okay. What is he gonna say?
Number 2.
Like, I can't even, like, imagine what he's gonna say. Like, I want to, but... I don't know. Don't say picnic with my wife with her favorite food that I don't know. And then... I don't know, going on a swan boat in the lake, question mark. Like some sort of like generic movie thing like that. Like I literally can't imagine what he's going to say.
My most perfect day. That's when I overheard one of the guys tell me that you were answering a question whether or not to divorce me, and you chose not to divorce me. I slept particularly well that day. The next day, you gave me your hat, That was a gift that made me especially happy. Even when I saw a string come loose, I just sewed it back on again, and that hat made me so happy. And I will wear it happily anywhere. Yesterday, you accidentally left your white hat in my room. I tied the two hats together so that they could be together. And
What is going on?
Yeah.
I think that day was the most perfect day over the past few years.
Okay, sure, but that's kind of not the question. But he's trying to, I don't know, do anything against scorched earth here. Anything to make her break and find him, I don't know, not attractive, but find him romantically appealing again.
Okay.
I don't even know how that answered the question. I don't know how a hat is a perfect day. He's not even telling me how he wore the hat and all this good stuff started happening because he's wearing the hat. He's just like, your hat had a loose string, so I sewed it back together, bitch. Anyway, that was the best day of my life. Like, what do you mean? I don't know what you're saying. And then I think he forgets that he's supposed to be acting and that the cameras are rolling 24/7 because he hits the producers with a next question. Okay, what's even crazier is the producers are like, oh, I'm so sorry. Mrs. Hong, you haven't answered the question yet. He doesn't even care about his wife's answer. And then he's like, oh, right. You haven't answered the question. Go ahead. And so she's thinking about it, and he says, and as she's responding, he's like, I can't answer any more questions. He's rubbing his eyes. Okay. And then the next question is listing positive attributes you love about your partner. And he's like, everything about your looks is perfect to me. Everything about your
Yeah, he's just gonna say everything. He's not gonna give particulars or be specific or only say one thing and allow her to have imperfections. No, just everything's perfect.
personality is attractive to me. And a counselor literally moans in pain. Okay. Even if we don't end up together in the end, you will be the one woman that I love the most in life, the one that I can never forget, and the one that I owe the most in life, and the saddest loss because I haven't had the chance to love you properly. Next.
That one might have been true though. Like we're saying next right afterwards, but if he's like begging her to be back with him, he might have been telling the truth with that one.
Sir, Mrs. Wong hasn't been able to answer a single
every
fucking
time?
every single time.
That's crazy.
Bro, and then he starts sobbing about how he could have treated her better. And all of this, it's giving. So I had a smuggled phone in my butt crack last night, a contraband phone, and I called my publicist last night, and they told me that I gotta get it together. So I'm putting on the show of my life. That's what this is giving me. The minute that he finishes speaking, he covers his whole face with his hands, and then the minute that he removes his hands, I don't see a tear.
He's like, oh, focus.
Yeah.
What's my next line again?
Oh, also the producers know what they're doing because they're playing an acoustic version of "I Was Never There" by The Weeknd.
What is that?
It's a Weeknd song. That's all you need to know, which is crazy. Listen.
So why is that crazy? Like, it made it very. What does that
Goofy.
mean? Oh, goofy.
Yeah.
What?
And he's just. This is giving like a maybe a few years ago you're like going out and you're getting ready and you're like, I want
This
to
is
look
like
sexy.
like TikTok, right? TikTok,
yeah,
like.
and they're just playing it while he's like, I can't do this anymore. Eventually he gets up and goes to the giant window. He's like, I can't do this. I can't film you.
What the heck? Why is her mic so loose? What the heck? How did it just like flip so easily like that? Why isn't it bolted down, tightened down? Like what the heck? Anyways though, like he's putting on this big performance. Like who's he doing it for? Like maybe he's not even doing it for her, which we're saying he's doing it for the audience. But he's trying to like get some sort of acting gig out of this. Like, oh yeah, they get divorced, but now he is going to get some big, crazy gig to do. It's just like what is going on?
No, but it's worse because he doesn't even do that. He's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't film anymore. So where do you suppose that a man goes if he can't film anymore? I would imagine, I don't know, maybe behind the camera, like anywhere that is not in the frame of the camera. Instead, he walks towards the big giant window that's a part of the set. And he sits down on the floor and he starts sobbing. And the counselors are like, are we watching a theater play right now? What the hell is going on? And he keeps saying things like, water spilt can't be scooped back up. It's giving the toothpaste can't be put back in the tube.
What?
He's like, I can't do this anymore. Eva gives him some tissues, and then immediately, somehow, he's back on the filming chair answering more questions. Next! Okay.
Is he sweaty or greasy? Because that shot, his forehead was pretty shiny. So is he sweating?
I'm so confused. And then he gets up again. He does this multiple times. At one point, there's this meme that has gone viral since then of him sitting there, and Eva doesn't immediately get up because she too is crying. And he looks to the right. He's like, where the hell?
Oof.
Yeah, so that has gone very viral. It's the... Yeah. You guys have...
I mean, literally speechless. That's why that long pause was like I just didn't know what to say. I didn't think I was gonna have to bust out the didn't happen video because this is not like juicy confessions, but it's so hard not to be like, this is fake. All of this is fake. It's all just bull, right? Because you cannot hit me with the freaking boohoo, 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 boohoo. Like, really? Like, there's no way he was like fake crying, turned to make sure that she was coming or that she was coming, or make sure that she notices that he's crying in the corner, and then goes back to crying. Like, you cannot. There's no way. No. Like, you cannot make me believe it. It is so just like...
No way. Not this time.
No.
We created it. Not this time. No. Not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's...
Like... But where everyone's saying, like, these people are actually just like this, it's just so hard to believe.
I've never done that before, don't lie. You guys have never done that. Leave me alone.
Slam door. Sit down. Let me hear. Is he coming?
And then after this time, the RV is a little bit different. So you know how mine and her husband, the RVs stop driving, right? If you want, or they keep driving. So this one, they're going to sit outside the RV, and then the RV will either drive. Okay, so both RVs will drive off, and it will unveil if they're there. They're on the other sides of the RV.
Oh,
okay.
So, it's very suspenseful. They have an hourglass that's going. And by that time is up, you got to get up and get up out of the RV, or the RV is going to drive away with you inside of it. It's a big, momentous moment. And so both of them are in the RV. Eva looks very contemplative. Youngzi looks like he's zoning out.
So can you tell people the premise one more time? So they're deciding right now, final...
If they're going to divorce or not.
Right. If they stay, they're staying together.
Yeah.
If they drive, one of them drive off in the RV, that means they're divorcing.
Yeah. Or both of them could drive off.
Yeah.
And you see at the very last minute, both of them get up from their seat in the RV.
They want to stay?
Youngzi opens the door to his RV and he sits outside. He still can't see if Eva's there because it's covered. And then Eva gets up last minute. And as both RVs drive away, Eva is gone. She's in the RV. I'm gonna cry.
I basically she just like got up just to move around.
What's this? There. He starts sobbing like a little boy, and then he eventually says, "It's not like I can't do better."
What?
Yeah.
Does this sob feel different from the sob during the questioning, or it's similar? What's the energy?
More kid.
More kid-like.
Yeah.
So would you say it's like more?
It feels more
Well,
like
if it's more kids, well, then it shouldn't be. It should be genuine, right? Because he is a child. This could be genuine.
humiliated versus. It doesn't seem like he's genuinely upset about Eva.
Right. But it also doesn't feel like he was performing.
No.
Like he just, wow.
And Eva's crying and she said it was the hardest decision that she had to make. But the counselors are so proud of her. They're just so glad. And I mean, crazy because afterwards, they do end up divorcing.
Yeah, well, Stephanie already spoiled that. So, I mean, we already knew that was going to happen. You made all this build up to this moment when we already knew they were going to get divorced. You got to change the title, Stephanie. Got to change the title, ? Also, what is with him in the cowboy outfits? I don't get it.
They don't stay together after the show.
So after this van drove off,
Yeah.
do they interact anymore, or that was it?
Yeah, they do. So they end up divorcing, or at least it's publicly known that they're divorcing, but they have children together. So I'm assuming they interact. I don't know. However, we do have interactions because Youngzi has now made it his whole live stream personality to try to win Eva back in his live streams while he's live streaming TikTok shop selling. So during
he is still using her likeness.
Yes.
Yeah, because I guess it's not even like genuine. He's just using it as a selling tactic. It's just part of the whole play that he's putting on for the universe.
And he keeps complaining to everyone that he left the marriage with nothing. Eva has 90% of the assets, the cash ownership of everything. I don't believe any of that. He just be yip yapping. I feel like he's got a lot, okay? And he keeps saying,
Can't she just say, no, that's not true?
Eva is wealthier than me, but this is my responsibility. He said that with every last penny he had, he purchased this 11-carat diamond and he's going to re-propose to Eva. And then he walks in with a huge bouquet of 999 fucking roses. And everyone in the comments, yes, he's good. But you remember,
Where'd that money come from?
Eva doesn't even like roses.
What was their favorite flower? I mean, it's not like I've remembered because this has been like days ago, but what was their favorite flower?
So all the comments are like, even after all of this, you can't get her tulips?
Okay, tulips. Well, oof.
So then the next live stream, he shows up with tulips.
I mean, yeah, but he had to be reminded by his live stream that they are supposed to be tulips.
And he's just like practicing proposing to the camera. And he's crying.
This is turning to
Yeah, and then it's actually working because he's making a lot of money because netizens thinks it's really funny to like, okay, so you know how when you donate on TikTok shop, you can give them like random special effects on their head?
Yeah.
So he'll be mid-crying about how his life is ruined. He has no family. And then suddenly he'll have like a Monkey King face. And then all of a sudden there's like this one where a hammer goes bonk and your head gets like dunk for a second. So people are doing that.
Bird? That's like a woodpecker.
upset. He's like, guys, if one day the clown is really crying and sad, does everyone still think it's funny? And everyone's like, bonk.
I mean, isn't it the answer yes? Because aren't all those like sad clown plays or stories or whatever? It's like, oh, clown can never be, not necessarily clown can never be happy, but like when the clown is sad and miserable, nobody knows. No one's going to notice, question mark. They're just going to think you're a clown the entire time. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I just know sad clown is usually some sort of thing they try to use in media sometimes. Or at least they used to talk about like sad clowns in cartoons a lot, didn't they? I feel like that was a thing. I don't know.
So he keeps live streaming and calling Eva, I don't know, trying to do like a TikTok live stream battle or something. She's not picking up. He's leaving voicemails. I'm live streaming. Please call me back. Or use the voice chat. Are you there? Hello? I'm live streaming right now. And then also he goes on to clarify that the person that he called, the woman that he called on the show, was his assistant, who is a female, because his tummy was hurting. So
is it his assistant? Yeah, but he was showing her the room though. I mean, he could have said his mom, like, and have his mom just be on his side. If his mom is unconditionally on his side, maybe she isn't. She could just been like, okay, yeah, he called me. You can believe me, I'm his mom.
So he needed to ask what to do about his tummy hurting. And you know what that made me feel like? It could be his assistant. It could not be his assistant. He gives me the type that would have a very bad, salacious affair with a power struggle. Not a power struggle, a power dynamic that is unfair with an assistant. So I'm like, that doesn't make it any better. I don't think that makes it any better right now, because you could have just asked a producer for some Pepto-Bismol. It's not that serious.
Honestly,
yeah.
I feel like cheating is a lower crime than what he has done on the show. Like
everything he's like gaslit her, manipulated, everything. So yeah, all the comments say he has no family now, but he still has that tiny little yellow cart, which is the Chinese Douyin live streaming shop feature. It's like the TikTok shop icon. As long as his viewers can TikTok shop his shop, what's family, right? Who needs kids? Who needs a wife? Not I. So.
Yeah, it's just still just using them for content. Well, using her for content, not necessarily the kids.
So crazy.
Also, he gets very upset. He clarified multiple times in the live stream that the lighting on the show was weird. He's not actually balding. And he says, see, look. And he showed me the top of his dome like 10 times.
So buy this shampoo right here.
Exactly. Click the shop button for the best shampoo ever. Crazy. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Guys, I'm going to retire Chinaverse for a little bit. I just need you guys to soak in the vibes of this for a little bit. And then we're going to come back with some insane Chinaverses that make Yangtze seem normal. So
okay, well, you heard it here first. She's never doing Chinaverse ever again. So this is the end of the Chinaverse on the channel as well. We're never going to do Chinaverse again. I'm just joking. But
with that being said, stay tuned for the next one, because it's not a Chinaverse, but it still involves a cheating husband. Isn't there always? Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.
No words needed for this one. Sure. Yeah, that of course is that video. Again, Stephanie just had to upload this today on my rad day off. Forced me to do this because then tomorrow's going to be, who knows how brutal tomorrow's going to be. Because I have a bad feeling this Karen Reed interview is going to be like 3 hours long, and I'm like, oh my god. Going to be live streaming for like 3 hours, but maybe it'll be interesting. You never know. Yeah, just oof. I don't know if he's learned anything. Probably not. I don't think he can learn anything if his IQ really is that low. He's just farming for content. That's all he cares about is his public image, question mark, or entertaining the masses, question mark. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Youngji. Other than, like, oof, he's just a jerk hole, question mark. Maybe Mai has been redeemed. I don't know if she has, because they're saying that, oh, she's trying to change. I have no actual context for that now, but again, I would have cut her slack anyways just for being a grill. Can we bring back the word grill, by the way? I know, like, none of you are going to know what the heck I'm talking about, but in, like, content creator / gaming content creator spaces, like, a decade ago, girls were referred to as grills, and I don't know, I just thought it was so funny to, like, call a girl a grill. Can we bring that back, or is everyone going to be mad? Or what? I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was so funny. It's nothing. It's literally nothing, and it's dumb, but still. Hashtag bring back the grills. But yeah, like I said, I just am normally going to be more. What was I saying before? Like the word I would be using here, more lenient with grills. which is why I'm kind of like, oh, Maya's probably okay. She's probably okay now, right? But that's just because I've forgotten everything that she was doing to that man. Question mark. If I was like refreshed, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Also, the thing with her daughter, right? Not giving a credit about her daughter. That's not cool. Okay, maybe she's okay now. Like I said, maybe she's changed. Maybe she's a good person now. Granted, you argue like you can't just change that quickly, but who knows? Yep, that is going to be it for today. I don't think I have anything else to say other than oof. I mean, the Chinaverse is going to be on a hold for a while. From her words. We still have like a video to go back to for the Chinaverse though. Again, we might do the Marry My Husband storyline that she has on this channel, I think. Or it's not on this channel, it's on Miss Mango channel. But it's just like, oof, that's like 100 episodes and they're like hours and hours long. And I don't even know what kind of content it is. I feel like it's just her talking about a book. Or not necessarily a book, but a drama or a K-drama or a C-drama. I don't know what it is. For like 10, 20 hours. Yeah, for just talking about it for like 20 hours. Which, again, we'll see if we get to that or not. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. Oh yeah, how is Stephanie still at 4.99 million subscribers? I mentioned this before, like 2 episodes ago. Like, why is she not at 5 million? I'm sick of seeing 499. Can we get 5 million subscribers over there already? Like I kind of have like the OCD that just hates odd numbers, so seeing 499 is upsetting me. Like, can we get 5 million already? But yeah, cuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers and think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a throne now as well, which I just put up on the screen there. Again, thank you again, Sienna, for contributing 2% to the brand new PC fund on Throne. Again, if you would like me to know who you are on YouTube, let me know so I can thank you by YouTube name for contributing to the new PC. If anyone else wants to contribute to the PC fund, you can go there to the Throne, or just go to my Throne in general to see all the stuff that I have there that you can contribute to the channel. But yeah, so yeah, shout out to the members as well. EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Be cuties. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. Know what to do. See ya.